welcome back. Now, did you know that the country's #1 and #5 killers are actually heart disease and stroke? Did you also know there are things that you can do right now today to start a heart healthy living? I have two very special guests who are very familiar to us here in Tucson that both have different reasons to get us all up and moving. Welcome, Mayor Jonathan Rothschild and Tucson Roadrunner Captain Craig Cunningham. Gentlemen, thank you so much for coming. And we're actually talking about getting up and moving for the walk, right, Mayor?
Yeah, April 29th at Reed Park. It's the American Heart Association's annual Heart Walk, and it's going to be very special this year. There's going to be an expo that begins at 5 where people will be there who can help you with your heart health. And then at 6 o'clock, 2 walks, one a 5K and one a 1K around Reed Park.
And you're actually the honorary chairman. How did you kind of get involved?
Well, it's so important that people be healthy.
Yeah.
You know what they say, and it's true, is if you have your health, you have everything.
Yeah.
And it's also true, as you were saying, that heart disease is really one of the real deterrents to good health. And so at this event, we'll be raising money, but also awareness of ways to stop heart disease and to stop stroke. And
what I said about starting today, we can do something today that kind of gets on that preventive path, and this is a great way to do that. How do we get involved with the walk? Can I go and register today to be a part of this?
Absolutely. Just go to the website for AmericanHeartAssociation.org, and it's going to be a great event. There's going to be lots of different activities, and you know, walking is something we can all do. Yep. It doesn't cost anything. It's something that you can do every day. We have this great weather in Tucson. It'd be great to do.
And it's something we can get the whole family involved with. And I've learned along the way, if you start your children kind of doing these things at a younger age, they are more likely to keep that throughout their lives. This is very family friendly.
Oh, absolutely. There'll be things for the children to do, and taking a walk with your family at 6 o'clock around Reed Park and a spring day. And at the same time, learn about how to keep yourself healthy and your family healthy. There's nothing you can do better.
Absolutely, Mayor, and we thank you so much for lending your platform to such a great cause. And we were talking about this is such a big thing. The statistics on who this affects is so big. But Craig, not everybody kind of deals with this on such a public, I guess, attention. Kind of tell me how this has affected you. And I know we know a lot about the story, but I'd really love to hear it from you.
Yeah, I mean, it's obviously been, you know, obviously in the snap of the fingers, and my life has changed drastically over the last couple months. But it's kind of just now that I've, you know, dealt with all the doctors and all that stuff, that's kind of the biggest thing that I would like to promote and stuff is kind of, you know, when this stuff does happen to you, that, you know, if you get the right care and the right people around, and, you know, it's not the end, you can kind of move forward and you know, live, you know, the same life that you had before.
Now this all kind of, at least for the public eye, all started back in November when you collapsed on the ice. What did you know about heart health and everything kind of leading up to that day?
To be honest, I didn't know anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's, I've learned a lot. I've worked pretty close with the heart surgeon that worked with me, and him and I have created a, you know, pretty special relationship over the past little bit, and he's educated me on a lot of stuff, and you know, it's a crazy, you know, thing that's happening to a lot of people, and to a lot of healthy people that they don't know why, and you know, it'd be great if they could, you know, find a cause of it and how to treat it. So.
And I also want to kind of go over, I'm sure, what is a myth of some people thinking that this is something you deal with later in life. But Craig, how old are you?
I'm 26.
26. And so getting the awareness out, the information out, and you're taking this situation and kind of paying it forward to let people know. I was that person. I didn't really know a lot before this all started. Kind of tell me where you're at today, because I'm sure a lot of people, your fans, and a lot of people around Tucson want to know how you're doing now.
Yeah, I'm actually doing really well. They just kind of getting up and walking, and skated a few times, and you know, jogging a little bit here and there, and just kind of getting, you know, back to being mobile again, which is kind of been probably the most difficult part, but everything seems to be going really well with my heart and stuff like that. So just trying to move on and you know, kind of take some steps forward and, you know, kind of figure out what's next in my journey, I guess.
Well, can I just say that just you sitting down, talking about this, sharing your story is just unbelievably courageous. I just want to say thank you from myself, but also from the entire community of Tucson, that you're taking this situation and you're wanting to do good out of it. So I'm glad that we're hearing that you're moving forward and you're seeing what else is next, and that this is something you want everyone to know is important.
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot of people don't know. You know,
Yeah.
I was very naive to the situation, and you know, it's like I said, it's happening way too often to, you know, young, healthy people that they don't know, you know, what's causing it. And if you can get some awareness out there and kind of, you know, see if there's any signs or anything like that before, you know, it can kind of help save a life. And the doctor and I have been working together on kind of putting together a screening program, a little patch that you can wear over your heart for 2 days, and it'll kind of navigate your heart for 48 hours and kind of see what it's doing when you're resting, what it's doing when you're going, and see if we can kind of bring that into sports and kind of see if, you know, you can find anything wrong before you know, something actually happens.
Wow, look at you, you know, going even above and beyond, making sure that this can help somebody else down the road. First off, I want to say I'm very honored that you came and spent a little bit of time with me today. Mayor, it's always great every time we get together and what you're doing for the community. I'm going to remind everyone one more time the details on that walk. Thank you, gentlemen.
Please.
Now, you are invited to the Tucson Heart and Stroke Walk, taking place April 29th at 5 p.m. at Reed Park. To learn more, give them a call at 917-7526 or visit TucsonHeartWalk.org.